So okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to have a look at the settings that are available to the end user, and then I'm going to show you how to get back into the installer settings, and you can change things if you need to. So initially, if we press the left-hand dial, and we'll go to main zone. There's our temperature, which we said before, we have the offset. If we click the left-hand dial again, we can get into the settings of the heating. So the set point mode, the end user and yourself can change it to fixed or weather dependent quite easily. We can have a look at the curve and we can alter that. I'm just going to go back here now, back to the main menu, and now I'm going to select tank, and it's the same scenario for hot water. There's our settings and we click into it. The end user can put it into powerful operation, which will take the tank to 60 degrees as a boost. We can also change the set temperature points that we set up initially in the wizard. So there's the comfort, the eco and the reheat. And we can go into the schedule. This level is called the end user level. If I now press the home button and we click into it again, and I'm going to scroll to user profile. We click on that and it's telling us we're at the user settings. If I now put in the code 5, 6, 7, 8, it now changes to installer settings. If I go back home, and again now we'll go into the main zone, and again I'll click into the heating settings. We now have further options, so the emitter type. If we made a mistake earlier on or something's changed, we can change this to radiators, fan coils, as we could in the initial wizard. We have a set point range, so we can put a minimum and a maximum temperature in. We can change the control. So initially, if the electrician hadn't wired up the external controls and we'd set it just on leaving water, we can now change it to tell it that the external controls are there. We can change anything that was in that initial wizard. Again, if we go back and we now go to the tank and click into it again, we can now see some more options because we're in the installer settings. With a heat up mode, we could change it just to reheat only, just to schedule only. We can go into disinfectant and we can set when we want the disinfectant to happen. So this is saying activation yes, so it's going to happen. We can change the day that we want it to happen, the time that we want it to happen. The temperature needs to be at 60 degrees and the duration that the tank needs to remain at 60 degrees. We can now see our hysteresis again. We can put a maximum temperature of the tank. So all the installer settings are there. Click home to finish that. If we do change settings in that, the system will do another reboot.